everybody. And today, we're here to answer your questions. Yes. So,
here we are.
Let's first say what we're making. This is a teriyaki that has, God, I wish I would have brought the bottle over here. It has
island teriyaki.
Some kind of island teriyaki. It's got pineapple and there's a bunch of sesame seeds on it. It smells really sweet. Ray's honey barbecue on this one. Branson's mad at me because he wanted it with nothing on
it. Just in case I didn't like that.
I burnt the brown rice, so I just took that and I gave him extra white corn. So I made some emergency corn because I really kind of burnt the brown rice. I'm sorry.
And we have Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper in these cups. And we're trying not to make this video too long because we want it to be up tomorrow and my internet's not that good.
Alright, well, then let's begin.
Probably make it at 720p to make it a smaller file size.
Alright, I'll read the first question.
And we got these from the newest question to the oldest question. It doesn't really matter, but that's how it's on here. Let me do the first one because that's more for me and that's more for you.
Okay.
Okay. So, Navon Nader asks, do you guys watch sports? If you do, what's your favorite team? Now, I just finished watching a basketball game. I love Duke University. Don't be hating.
College.
And they've not been doing that great this year. And they really needed the win today, and they pulled it off in just the last few seconds. So,
really, you just spoiled that for everybody who watches.
I'm not a... Well, the game's old news by then. I'm not hating on UNC or NC State or none of them. I pull for everybody in North Carolina first, but yeah, I'm an ACC basketball guy. Other than that, I like UFC and stuff. You're not so into sport. You like UFC, mixed martial arts.
I fight.
Okay, I guess that answered that one. And from...
I will say this, remember?
Yeah, from
Abuse Dylan, my best friend ever. Why don't you record games anymore, or video games? Well, my video game videos were just not getting any views, and then we started doing this, and I was like, what's the point? So I started doing it on my other channel.
He has another channel that's kind of become a gaming channel because we were doing vlogs and we're doing mukbangs.
What was that for?
So that it's burnt and undercooked somehow, all in the same. And I cooked it forever.
I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, Branson Barker. He's just starting, so there's not a whole lot of very new content. It's not that bad, is it? It's not that bad. Look at him, he's making faces. Okay. From Haley Hastings, do you want to get another dog? From me, no.
For me, yeah. He doesn't want it because we already got one pooping and peeing all over the house and tearing up everything.
That's went through teething and tearing up, and I got to get up, let him out.
He's still teething.
Branson doesn't take care of the dogs, so I got to feed them, take them out.
I want like a husky.
And yeah, he wants a husky, so yes and no.
Or a pug. Maybe even a pit bull. Nah, not a pit bull.
Okay.
Alright, I answer the next one.
You can do that one too.
Alright, by EMZ110A. It's kind of hard to read that name. You can't really, just say it in one saying. Alright, so, what would Branson like to do as a career when he's older? There's two answers for that.
He wants to be a professional, yacht rider.
What? No.
He wants to ride around on his yacht and count his millions.
No, I want to either be an architect if I go the smart route in life, and if I go the really cool dude, muscly dude route in life, MMA fighter for the UFC. So I could go the nerd route and become an architect, or I could go the nerd route.
He wants to be the architect Chuck Norris.
I want to be the architect Chuck Norris.
Okay, And I'll take this next one by Jesse Enriquez. How long have you been doing YouTube? I think what I saw on there was, I think February 1st, it'll be 3 years. The first 2.5 years was making, to begin with, YouTube videos. We made a series called Brandland Adventures, which I thought was very good, especially for a guy that didn't know how to edit and render videos and was such a noob at it. The concept was really well. It's down there in the playlist. Check it out.
Alright. Now, this one's a little bit for you, but I'll still say it. Question. John, what do you look like with hair?
I couldn't find a picture of me because it's been so long.
Well, there's one right there. And there's actually one in there.
I do know of this one, but it's very old.
Dad, can I go grab one? I remember there's one in there.
With hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But...
It's like you and your sister.
Oh, no, don't grab that one because that's older than dirt, too. I was probably like 15.
You looked more like you were 20. Then again, you were 6 feet tall at 13.
Here's what I look like with hair. And I used to have a mustache.
Well, actually, he's starting to get one.
There's probably a picture of me at my parents' house or something. I really thought there was something here. And when I went to dig in just a little while ago, I couldn't find anything.
Alright.
But think of me like a young Tom Selleck. You know, Magnum P.I.
That's a question for you right there.
Oh, and Cupcake Zinger. I don't know if you said their name. I did congratulate us.
But that's not a question. We're looking at the question.
Okay, and this next one here from Tam Era.
Mm-hmm. And you have to answer this one because this one I don't know.
Congratulations on 1,000 subbies. My question is, where is his mother? Is she in y'all's life? Branson and mother and me are divorced. It's been a few years. All of our family lives really close together, and Branson spends 50% of the time with me, 50% of the time with his mom. Because we live so close together, it's not like, you know, we're hundreds of miles apart or anything like that.
We're like 2 miles apart.
We can practically throw a rock and hit each other's houses, not that we throw rocks at each other's houses. My parents, my family, most all of us are really close together. It is so strange. I don't even want to get really long mileage tires because they'll dry rot. My job's close by. Any place you want to shop. I'm just so well positioned in this town.
Alright, well, next question about me. I don't know if that's... Is that
from Meredith De Ferrero?
I remember going to the Outer Banks in Carolina a few years ago.
Or Corolla.
And there... Corolla.
Corolla a few years ago. That's probably...
Corolla.
I
thought they said Carolina.
At the Outer Banks.
At the Outer Banks.
And there was a...
Food Lion right by the beach, and we went and did our food shopping there. So whenever I heard Food Lion,
it makes me think of the Outer Banks. Right. There's Harris Teeter's, there's Winn-Dixie. This used to be a Winn-Dixie area. Food Lion got so big it just drove most everybody out. In our town, other than the independents like an IGA or a Piggly Wiggly, there's one Lowe's Foods, and then everything else around here is Food Lion. They just kind of almost own the whole grocery store business.
Alright, I'll read this next one, but you'll have to answer it. So, yay, congratulations on 1,000. They're basically saying subscribers. And thank you for all you guys saying congratulations. It is kind of cool. What is it that you do for a living? I do not believe my dad's going to answer that.
Well, let's answer the first part. I'm in law enforcement, and that's about as far as I want to go on that. I've been doing that for a long time, and I work crazy hours. I'm a public servant. That's what I should have said. I'm a public servant.
All right. What states other than North Carolina have you been to? I've only been to Virginia. That's it.
I've only been around to the surrounding states, mostly.
Well, you've been to,
Listen,
what was it, Spain?
yeah, I've been to Spain. That's not a state.
Oh, yes.
I've been to Philadelphia. D.C.'s not a state, but I was born in Alexandria, Virginia. And I lived so close at our first house, I could climb up a tree and see the monument. So we were like right at the edge of D.C. Now I've been to like Tennessee, South Carolina, like that, but really not a lot of places. And then, yeah, I went to Spain many years ago.
All right, I kind of want to answer the next question because it says,
Go ahead.
"Oh, congratulations to you both. You deserve more subscribers. I love your channel." Thank you. And that was from Fit
Angie,
S.
what are some of the things that make you really happy, she asked.
Food, and a little bit more food, and dessert.
Me, as I get older, of course, it's changed.
Music.
Yeah, but now, yeah, that's something I love, but more importantly, him and family time. And then, like, if I'm more so alone, yeah, I love a good movie, music. I used to read more than I do. I don't really read anymore. I've read hundreds of books, but I kind of burned out on it. Okay, and he loves gaming, and we both like making videos, of course. Mr. Cripples asked, what kind of music do y'all listen to? And
Everybody's saying y'all.
And he put y'all.
Everybody's saying y'all.
I like a lot of music.
He likes everything before the night.
So it's weird to people, but I love listening to 50s music, 60s music, Beach Boys. But then again, I there's some hard rock, heavy metal, folk music. John Prine, my favorite songwriters and singers, hands down, is Alice Cooper. Look Alice Cooper up, especially old Alice Cooper.
Welcome.
Like 1970, 71, 72, 73 Alice Cooper. And John Prine, who's a folk singer. They're 1,000 miles apart in music, but that's just how I am. I'm really not into anything made in the 90s.
Anything past the 80s is for him.
I love Driving and Crying, which is a southern band, been around a long time, that probably none of you have ever heard of. Check them out.
I'll listen to basically everything but bluegrass.
Yeah.
Probably the one thing I won't listen to.
Bluegrass is good for about 3 minutes, and you gotta go.
Oh yeah, and I can't listen to country. I have my music styles are heavy metal and then dubstep. My dad doesn't even consider dubstep a music style.
Okay, would you want no legs or no arms? I would rather have no legs, because I would rather be able to brush my teeth, comb my hair, feed myself. Yeah, feed myself. Hug somebody. Use a remote. I can drive a car, but you just strap me to a Segway, you know, and or whatever. I would rather sacrifice legs, because arms come in way more handy. You know why? I use my hands all the time while I'm sitting on my butt, not using my legs. Okay, did I answer for both of them?
Let me answer.
Okay.
Well, yeah, technically you answered for me. Alright, I love sweet tea. Do you make it yourself? Yes. Next. And that was by Jessica Shields.
I have a Mr. Coffee tea maker.
Okay, that's Where's Branson's Mom? We already answered that one. That was by Dark Shadow 6776. We're trying to give a little shout out to everybody. What is one of your favorite mukbang eating shows you guys have done? All the ones that we've done with KFC. Because that's straight chicken. Okay? Straight chicken.
I liked the first one we did in the car, because we were so not prepared for it. We grabbed a shoe to help hold the camera up, and we actually, for every one we did in the car, we've got the same shoe sitting in the car. You can look at our last video where it shows the dog in the car. Where Branson sits, there's the shoe down in the floorboard. It stays in there in case, because the way the shoe's shaped, a little camera can sit in there perfectly.
You're not even drinking your drink. If you don't drink it, I'll go. Alright. let me read the next question. Okay, so that one, that's not a question. It was by Darian Bell, and that's another one by
Darian Bell said his dad is so cool. I would be at. He'd like to do a sleepover and do a lot of talking and play basketball and football. And then again, he posted again. I like this video. Y'all come back every time. I guess was something he likes. And Branson is so cool. I wish I knew him and we could play games and talk. That's very sweet. I don't know how old Darian is, but
all right, this one you're gonna have to read.
I'm sure both of them would have a great time. No, that's for you. You want me to read it?
Yeah.
He had to tell me what one part of it. It says, if Branson was 20, I'd date him. And this is from Camila Fagon. If he was 20, I'd date him because he would be my age. JKKK.
That means joke.
In one of your videos, you said that Brands will go to the military. Number one of my questions is... Where?
Navy, Army, Marine.
And
It
so
would be
on.
Army. Or maybe Air Force. Maybe. That's only a little bit of chance because I'm so afraid.
And she has 3 questions. Second question is, what are your biggest fears?
Well, my biggest fears is if I ate all the chicken in the world and there was none left.
If he ate chickens into extinction. If there was no more chicken wings.
Just chicken wings, nothing else. Chicken wings and...
My biggest fears would have to be that they ran out of chicken because I don't know what I would feed him.
So it's both about chicken.
And then, have y'all ever went to the beach? The last time I was at the beach, Branson was, what do they call it? Knee high to a fat pig. No, he was just a little old. He was just a little old butterball. It was the last time I went. But, when I was a kid, I was always telling my parents, take us to the beach, take us to the beach. I love the beach. As a grown-up, it just makes your glasses salt over and get funky and you get sticky. And you cut your foot on a shell,
All right, well, next. Which state in the USA is your favorite? North Carolina. Ha! Got him!
Any place I am is the place to be.
Oh, yeah. Any place he is the place to be. When he's at work, that's the place to be.
Being that I've lived the majority of my life in North Carolina, I'd have to say North Carolina because I really don't know other places. But the way I understand it is, most every place is about the same. You're going to work a job, have your house. You're going to go to the stores that are close by and make friends close by. It's all about the same.
All right, they have a 5th question. The Kamala Fagan person. They have 5 questions. All right, so favorite singers.
Oh.
Do you like country music?
Okay.
I'm sorry, but no.
I already answered that. I love Alice Cooper, John Prine are my favorite, and they're not good singers, neither of them. But
they both sound like screeching cats.
It's everything else they bring to the table that makes them so unique. Their songwriting and personas and everything.
Alice Cooper sounds
great
like
storytellers.
A cat.
Country music. I had friends that the parents would be cooking out and they'd play that old school country. So I did grow up, even though I wasn't a rock and roll kind of kid or anything. My parents really didn't listen to music at all. I heard Tammy Wynette, George Jones, Conway Twitty, Charlie Pride, and Johnny Cash, and all these people, Dolly Parton. I could go on and on and on from years gone by before the newer wave of country people came in. And so I don't listen to new country because I'm afraid I'm going to like it. But new country, I'd have to say, because I think I like some of the funny videos, would be Toby Keith, because he's made some of those funny videos, Solo Cup, and one where I think he was going to kill his girlfriend. Okay, we're back. What the? You're not eating nothing. Have you tried the barbecue?
No.
Try a bigger bite. There's not even much on that side. And that was from Camila Fagon, and she says she's a fan from Italy. Congratulations from Christy Erickson. Thank you.
All right. Well, what you guys'
favorite food?
Chicken?
From Purple Sparkle.
Chicken? Chicken over here.
Mine would be pizza. Because there's almost endless ways to make pizza. You just get a crust and you make a cheeseburger pizza, a pepper steak pizza. It doesn't matter. You can make a dessert pizza. So for me, pizza is the most perfect food. Okay, from Heather Richardson. Is his mother around and doesn't want to be filmed? Hope this is not too personal. Great sense of humor. And what do you guys like to do on the weekends? On weekends, gaming, sometimes theater. We go to theater.
Doing this.
We'll go over to my parents' house and shoot basketball, play baseball, every kind of ball, frisbee, let the dog run around. If it's summertime, we hit the swimming pool, go-karts, all kinds of fun stuff. We're not just couch potatoes. Felicia Martinez. I didn't know if you'd read that name right or not.
Felicia Martinez. I can read that.
Okay, congrats.
Congrats on 1K subs, guys. Here is my question, Mr. Barker. What is your favorite dish to cook? Please
Pizza and chili is the ones I make the most.
Why not spaghetti? Don't you like making spaghetti?
Spaghetti's alright, but mostly that's dumping a jar of tomato sauce out of a can and boiling noodles. So I guess that's okay because it's not hard. Okay.
Or what about SpaghettiOs? You just stick it
Anything
in the microwave.
microwavable is my favorite. I take back my other answers. The less I have to do, the better. From Gwyneth.
Winnie.
Go ahead and read that one.
If you could visit any country in the world, where would you go? China.
Really?
Yep, China.
Through my life, that answer has changed, but right now, it would be England, and I'll tell you why. Because I got several YouTubers from England that I watch, and
England's cool.
I watch the British Has Got Talent and everything, and my ancestors came from Britain, and I think on my mother's side they may have been Irish, but the Barkers were traced back to England. But I've always wanted to do a South Pacific tour that might a cruise that would take you Japan, China, Taiwan, maybe Malaysia, Thailand. You know, the South Pacific kind of cruise, even an Alaska cruise. But I would love to tour all around Europe, Australia, many places. I'd like to see every place. But if it was just one chance, I'd probably want to pop down in England, because I wonder if I could even fake the accent. I just wouldn't stick out too bad there. You know? I don't know the money. I know the language. I might kind of
Pounds?
I might kind of tear it up. I might,
That was terrible.
All right, man.
You sound like the guy from Sling Bay.
From I don't know is that Juana or Joanna? I don't know if the J is silent. Becerra?
Becerra, maybe?
Becerra or Becerra? I'm sorry. I know this is a Hispanic name, and there's probably silent stuff going on. But you know who you are. I'm going to say Juana Becerra is probably the way you say it. But you'll know your question. And can you show us pictures of when you were younger? You want to grab one of them when you were younger?
Grab that one. Grab
that. That shows me and you that I'm usually in front of. And that's not our best picture. We're trying to look like G-men or something, and we both just kind of look like we're constipated, like we kind of need to poop or something.
We both forgot. We said we were going to wear hats and nice clothing this episode, and we forgot.
Yeah. See, we have matching newsboy caps on, and pretty much matching shirts, a sweater, and bow ties in that. We used to dress up a lot alike. There's a video that shows in detail more of the stuff that's back here.
And here's the youngest picture of me. I was probably like 3 or 4. I'm so ugly. I'm so ugly.
Younger picture of me. I don't know. What do you think? I'm 7, 6, 7, 8.
Isn't that like your grandparents?
What do you think? 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Isn't that your grandparents?
Yeah. So, okay.
Sugar.
That's for you from Rob the King 7.
Rob the King 7 said, "What is Branson's favorite and least favorite video game? Minecraft can't be the answer." I actually thought about this, right? So, my most favorite is the video game, the new one, Overwatch, by far. Like, I was playing it to the video, because I was playing with a bunch of my friends, and so much stuff happened, I gotta get off, like 20 minutes before we ate. And then my least favorite is any game from EA on the Xbox 360. Because it won't let me do it, because it says I'm not old enough.
My favorite video game is Plants vs. Zombies. I've played it on a tablet and phone, like I've finished it maybe 30, 50 times.
And his least favorite game is every other game other than Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, because I'm not good at them. But I play that one. That's it. From Orangamon. If you had to eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? Pizza.
Chicken.
Dessert pizza, taco pizza, Philly cheesesteak pizza, 3-meat pizza, supreme pizza, Canadian bacon pizza. I could go on. From Shanty Edwards.
Oh, wait, no. Teriyaki chicken.
Congrats, guys. Well, thank you very much. And Jolly Rancher 2399 asks,
I want a Jolly Rancher now. What grade is Branson in? Also, what are the rest of you? We already answered that. Favorite foods. The vlog at the beginning was adorable. Thank you. What grade is Branson in? Well, I'm in 5th, and I'm almost done with this year, and I'm soon going to be going on to 6th.
If they don't flunk him out. Flick to me.
Don't you tell them.
Okay. And Emma Page says, "You deserve more subscribers than this. You guys are awesome. XX."
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Oh, we're getting down to the bottom here.
What was your motivation to start?
From San Sui? Soy?
I think I can answer
Shan Soy?
I think I can answer.
I'm sorry if I'm not saying it right.
I think I can answer this.
Well, you go ahead and try. I know my answer.
Well, my answer is it was new. Not many people were doing it, so we decided why not we give it a try.
I can go back to... we have our channel for maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and it's all gaming. So the only thing I do is I'm either a sidekick, just talking along with him as he plays. I played a little bit of Minecraft with him. We did the show together, Brandland Adventures, and then we played a couple little series together on it. And I was horrible. I'm trying to use a keyboard to move around in a mouse. Other than that, I was more of the sideshow Bob. And so I decided, well, let's get cameras. Let's start adding cameras, because I can talk and I can get in front of a camera. I don't need gaming skills for that. And kind of little vlogging, and we did little skits, and it's all in our playlists and stuff. Check out some of our older skits. I think they're pretty darn good for amateurs. And I don't remember who I saw. Oh, I think it came from, in retrospect, Furious Pete. Remember the guy that ate the 5 burgers? Highway 55 burgers real fast? Furious Pete. Check his channel out. He eats amazing amounts of food very fast. And probably on the side there, suggestions, was probably a mukbang, because he eats, and so there was probably something there. Next thing I know, I'm checking some mukbangs out, and I'm like, well, let's try it. And then, like, the last few videos we had done probably got like 20 views, and then we do one, and then all of a sudden it gets 200, 300, 400 views, you know. I think it's well over 1,000, that first video. And so we were like, wow, people watch that, so let's do another one. We can eat, you know.
We were kind of
We're going to eat. We're not going to starve ourselves to death. So let's give this a try.
And basically, at the beginning, we just the first video we did started off like this. Hello, everybody, and today we're going to be eating food. I have chicken romaine.
I showed him, we were looking at some of our first
and he
ones.
had,
and our style was a lot more different. I'd be like, hello, everybody, and today we're going to eat.
Are you a robot? Ting, 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 ting.
It's going to be delicious.
Ting, ting.
That's how we were, and now we're a little more relaxed with ourselves.
Well, we're
not like very stiff, just kind of. Because I remember the first thing, it was the weirdest. I did one, and please, ladies, check this out. It's down there in our skits and stuff. Check out the Women Talk Too Much. And it's just not serious. Someone left it serious like I'm being mean to women or not. I don't. And in retrospect, it's really saying that you do the right kind of talking, and men's lack of communication skills, where we think that's cool, actually could be the detriment to us.
All right, well.
But watch that. The first time I did it by myself. You weren't here. And I got the camera, and I got it going. And there I'm looking at this lifeless, one-eyed, like robot thing. And I had to talk to it. Memorized script. Are you tooting? Right in the middle of me being serious. But that was the most weirdest thing, alone, looking at that camera, looking back at me, and talking. But it was good. Almost nobody's watched it. Watch it. Women talk too much.
All right, I'll read the next one. Hi guys, Taz was excited to see you, Branson. Congrats on your 1,000 subbies. And a bunch of emojis. Hi Taz. Taz, this thing. This was by Sandra something. Can't read that.
Sandra Katwana from Georgia. Shout out.
Okay, was Branson born in North Carolina? Yes. I'm the lady from Georgia. Thanks for the shout out.
Yeah. Love you guys. And I was born in Alexandria, Virginia. I have 2 older sisters, and my parents told me they moved to North Carolina to get away from in-laws when they got married, and possibly to get in probably a bigger area, because my father's a barber, and to start off, have plenty of customers.
What do you mean by in-law?
In-laws meaning like their parents. That I think there was a lot of drama, and I think the parents needed money, and they're trying to support everybody. My parents, I know, were sending money back and everything. But I think they just wanted a fresh start, get away from all brothers and sisters, because both families were kind of big. Let's just move up a few hundred miles up to Alexandria, Virginia from North Carolina, and start a life. But
you mean
I was around 8 or 9 when we moved back, and my sisters were probably about 15 or so, and that's when I started, life here, and yeah.
You got a little bit wrong. You said
he was born in this town at the local hospital.
You said that you went from North Carolina to Virginia. No, you went from Virginia.
Virginia, I'm sorry. And that's the questions.
So thank you everybody for watching, asking us the questions, and thank you for all the congrats on the 1,000.
I think I can turn off on the PC, turn off the comment section, because you don't need to leave any more questions. Maybe we'll do another one at 2,000.
Yep.
So hurry up.
We'll do one every 1,000 unless we get like really big, and then it's like 1,000.
So hurry up and subscribe. I know somebody's watching that hasn't subscribed, and help us get to 2,000. Since we asked about, we said that we would do this questions and answers. We already got about 18 subscribers in 2 days. That's really cool. It's easier to take notice again now that it started over 1,000. You got those 3 zeros to watch. The numbers start over. Anyway, this went way longer. I was going to try to hope we could do this in about 15 minutes or less, and this is going to be more of about a 30-minute, 40-minute video. Okay? Stop. So, you want some of this? Really? You're dropping corn at my feet. I didn't hardly eat either. I'm talking too much. I owe him. Thank you for being my partner.
I still am your partner. I'm gonna be your partner. No, you're my partner.
Thank you for my partner for these first 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know how many mukbang shows, but God, I think we've done over 100 of them. Right?
Here's your present for being a good partner and dad.
Playlist probably will say. Where's the playlist? Where is it? We've done 141 mukbangs, way more than anything else we've done. We have done those 141. He saw a guy doing that on television today. It made his day. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing.
The guy was rolling around with like horns on him on a chair, rolling around doing the crab dip, going. It just looks so funny.
Okay, so we're out of here. Thank you for watching.
I can't stop them.
Okay, we'll stop so I can say goodbye. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for watching and getting us this far. Just not that it's anybody's real business or we're bragging, but Google's going to pay us some money. So does that make us professionals now?
Yep.
Anyway, so okay. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for giving us the 1,000 subscribers and like, subscribe, and share.
Make that hand turn blue.
Did you know if you click the like button, it turns blue?
Yeah.
Sorry for stealing that.
Thumbs up.
Mr.
Check out
Mr.
Branson
Mr.
Barker on YouTube.
I'm posting Overwatch videos now. Go watch it.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Oh God.
What did you do?
Bye.